So every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, don't give me shit about Oxford commas. Who gives a fuck? I come up to my friend RJ's house to practice music and the like. I live in town, and his house happens to be on the outskirts of town. There are no lights out here. It's simply desert. Long stretches of hilly, sage-brushy desert, where the nearest neighbor is at least 5 miles away. Now, it always seems sort of easy to get put on edge out here at night, seeing how fucking isolated it is. Whenever I'd arrive outside, I'd get the absolute worst feeling as I'd bring in an amp or something. It doesn't help that the place looks like the fucking Amityville Horror. But I digress. Nothing truly freaky has happened to me, personally, until early this morning. We all sleep in his basement. The house is built on a slope, so the basement is essentially the ground floor. And the room where we sleep and cuddle and shit has no windows in it at all. Every time I sleep over, it's a rule for RJ that he puts music on before we go to bed. I've asked why, and he's recounted numerous odd occurrences such as noises and voices that keep him tossing and turning before he would give up on sleep altogether. These noises would usually be a bit more present once the house was emptied out. At around, 6-ish? I'm not sure, but it was early though. RJ leaves the house and subsequently leaves me alone. Taking the music with him, I guess I came around to understanding how music would help. Maybe I've just read too many stories on here, maybe I'm just a little paranoid. But as I fell asleep and entered my dreams, things were a lot different than I ever dreamed. Things would become very real, but very surreal to the point where I disassociated from reality. When I would wake up, I couldn't tell if I was awake or if I wasn't. I'd usually say whatever, bad dream, but this was different. I can't really articulate how, and this may just be pegged as a bad story, but I feel like venting, I guess. Things started getting weird. When in my dream, I would find myself in the room again. It felt like my dreams were trying to connect with me, or something was trying to confuse me. RJ re-entered the room and discussed school being canceled, and I made it clear that I was very confused. He laid down in the bed and turned over and gave me this very, very odd smile, and I found myself paralyzed. He had never actually re-entered the room. I had woken up in the room. By woken up, I mean that I had dreamed the setting and the situation, but was really actually asleep. I woke up again in the room, and each time I'd hear music, I'd see images on the wall that were never there until I convinced myself that there was someone else in the room. This being manifested itself in the form of a friendly person telling me they were having the same dream as me. I asked them how I could stop everything and how I could just go back to making things normal. They said, well, maybe we just need you to look in a mirror. All of a sudden, I was filled with this immense sense of dread. The being knew I figured out something was wrong and basically started laughing, then disappeared. In my mind, I knew if I looked into a mirror, I would be replaced, and I would become someone else entirely. Whatever had been fucking with my head was trying to get into it. At that moment, I was being compelled to walk into the bathroom to look at the mirror. I fought it by trying everything to wake up. I distinctly remember grabbing my phone and holding it up to my face to get the light to wake